Okay, I got the gasket surface cleaned up. It's all smooth and ready to go. And I got my big bore kit here. Unopened, it's brand new. I need to get a knife. It's actually really strong plastic. Get this undone, check it out. Got some nice cross hatching in there. That's what we like to see. Right, I'm gonna set this part aside though, because I'm gonna go ahead and get the piston installed, piston and rings, so that will be ready to go. Okay, so that's the exhaust. Let's see how much bigger it is than the start piston. Yeah, it's definitely a good bit smaller. So I do need to get that wrist pin. Go ahead and get one of these circlips installed first, and then I'll put the wrist pin in. You do want to make sure that your circlip is seated all the way. In my case it is. And then I'll always give it a little scoot just to confirm that it's all the way in. And then obviously EX is pointing to the exhaust. So I'm gonna grab my wrist pin here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of oil. That way this thing will just slide right in. Alright. So I'm gonna hold that up. And going from this side. And just line that up. And that'll just slide through like that. Perfect. EX is pointing to the exhaust. I do have to put the other circlip in. Got it right here. Have to turn the motor to the other side. When you're doing this, you want to have a rag put right in here in your crankcase hole. You do not want a circlip going down there, or you'll be having a really bad day. Make sure the gap of the circlip does not end up right in the slit. We're all good. Make sure it's seated all the way, and I can confirm that it is. Alright, the piston is installed. I am going to open up this box. This should be the rings, and they are, oh wow, it actually shows you which ring goes where. I mean, I already know, but I've actually never seen packaging come like that, so that's actually nice. Actually, I should start with the bottom rings first. That would actually make more sense. Usually I actually put the rings on before I put the piston on, but for some reason I didn't this time. You don't want these things to overlap like that, and they need to butt like that. So if they overlap, you're gonna have major problems. So make sure those butt up to each other. I'll install the groove ring first, and then I'll do the bottom one. That way it'll actually freaking fit. Alright, now I can do the top one. Top O-ring. Alright. I don't know where my gap is now. Okay, let's do this middle ring. She's a thick one. Good God almighty, this thing is tight. Alright, we'll do this top ring now. It's not as big as that middle ring. There we go. So this corner will be like 120 degrees apart, I believe. So alright. Need to confirm that my circlips are installed correctly. Always double check everything, because you definitely don't want to tear your engine apart after you've already done it. Alright, I'm gonna get this surface cleaned up, and I'm gonna get ready to put the gasket on and install the cylinder. Okay, I need to go and find my gasket kit. I think this is it. Yep, that's it. Made in America. Got everything I need. I need to install. Did this kit come with gaskets? It was supposed to. Oh yeah, they're right here. Well, these come with new washers too. I wonder which kit is better. I'm gonna take them out and compare. Let's get out the ones that came with the big work kit. Seem pretty good quality. But I like the base gasket that's in this kit. Huh. Look at this. Base gasket installed. Okay, base gasket's installed. Just trying to wipe this grease off. Then I'll have to go back with an air gun, wipe the little, air off the little strands of paper towel on here, but it's worth getting all the grease off. I need to clean off this cylinder, so I'm gonna take the dowel pins out so I don't lose them. I need to find something to clean this with. Okay, I'm using a little bit of engine oil down the cylinders. See if I can get these piston rings started in here. That's gonna be about the hardest thing to do here. Need to take this side cap off real quick. Put that over here, and it should be 17 probably. Need to anchor them down, which those bolts or those nuts are right here. I'm gonna get some a wire wheel and clean those threads out. It's pretty dirty. Okay, so I gotta do valve seals, so that's what I'm gonna do now. And then after I do the valve seals, I can install the head back and put it in time, and I'll be done with the motor. Okay, so I got to take out these valves and replace the valve seals. Got the caps out already. I'm not gonna record this because I have so many videos of me doing valve seals that it will also take me a while, so I don't want to use up all my battery. But I'm gonna clean the gasket surfaces good. I'm gonna clean the valves up, and do the valve seals, and then I'll install the head. Okay, I got the valves and valve springs taken out. I got them all organized. I'm working on the ground because my workbench has the engine on it, but I don't really mind working down here. Once this garage gets set up more, I'll have another workbench. I just don't have the room right now. But I'm gonna take these valve seals out and put new ones in it. That came with my gasket kit. Okay, so my cylinder is all installed. My head gasket's installed. Need to blow this crap out real quick. You also don't want to forget your timing guides, your timing chain guides. This one's bolted in at the bottom. This one goes in just like this with this little these little knobbies. Goes toward the top, and the smooth side goes into the middle. And I'm going to confirm that it's seated down there, and I'm going to wipe off all this oil and excess crap off the head gasket because you want a clean surface. Okay, I got my cylinder head right here, valves installed, new valve seals. So I'm pretty much ready to install this thing. Got to make sure your dowel pins are installed. Go ahead and slide my timing chain up through this port. Gotta take this bolt out right here. It's looks like a 6mm. Is it a 6? Yep. I'm just gonna go take this out, that way I can get my timing chain installed properly. I'll set this over here. Okay. Gotta make sure those guides. Make sure the guides get in there all the way. Alright. I need to put something right here that'll hold that down. Use some of these pliers here. Just like that. That way that timing chain doesn't fall down. I'll go ahead and get these bolts started. I'm gonna clean these off with a wire wheel because there's got some corrosion in the threads. Put my bolt in this thing, I can clean it off a little bit better. Okay, go ahead and install this one. Just tighten, I'm just going to barely tighten it. Okay, then I'll go ahead and clean the other one. Barely get it in there. And then I need to go get my new washers for my head bolts. Oh wow, that bag was not good. This should be these washers, right? No, I don't think those go to that, so I'll just reuse the ones that came with it. Okay, the head bolts are the same size, so it doesn't matter which hole they go into. If I'm remembering correctly, the manual says to add oil to the threads on the head bolts, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so the head bolts are a 12mm, so I'm just going to use the socket and tighten it down just barely. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. Impact would probably be a little bit easier, but I don't want to risk it. Go ahead and get the other ones installed, or just thread it in anyway. Do it in a cross pattern. There's a gap down at the base gasket, probably where the dowel pins isn't set all the way, so when I tighten this bolt, it should drop a little bit. Yeah, it is. I'm going to undo these just a little bit, actually. The bolts on this side of the engine are all 10mm. Just going to get everything lightly tightened down before I torque everything. It's very important to torque everything to proper specs, or you may end up having engine failure. So we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to have all the torque information on the screen. If you don't know how to use a torque wrench, there's a lot of videos out there on how to use them. Okay, yep, the gap closed, so that's great. let me think here. Take this out real quick and put this bolt here, right here in the middle where this timing chain is. That's how you install a big bore kit. I'm pretty sure that I went over everything, and all the information will be in the video. I'm not gonna show me doing timing and all that because I have to adjust the valves and shim the valves, so that's gonna take a while. I have to sit there and concentrate on doing that and do measurements. This thing should make a lot of power. I got the whole build on my channel, so if you're just watching this because you're wanting to learn how to install a big bore kit, check out my other videos on this machine. I'm building it to be really fast, but I'm not gonna race it. I'm a trail rider, that's what I do, but I want to be able to have the power when I need it, which these machines already don't. These machines don't have a problem making power, but you know, big bore is always fun. Hopefully it doesn't break on me. But yep, that's how you install a big bore kit. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Like if you did enjoy. Turn on post notifications so you get that notification when I upload. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.